Mhm. Good morning, hustlers. You old gloomy side. Good morning, hustler. Thought we said goodbye last night. I tossed and turned until it seemed you had gone. But here you are with the dawn. Wish I'd forget you, but you're here to stay. It seems I met you when you ripped me off yesterday. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, hustler, what's new? Stop haunting me now. I can't shake you no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, trying to feed my kids on Tuesday blues. Good morning, hustler. Here we go again. Good morning, hustler. Thought I had enough of you when now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, hustler. What's new? Hi, people. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Did y'all see the big giveaway last night? Hi, Sephora. RNY TV. Seattle girl. Hi, Seattle girl. How y'all doing, Erica J and Mocha Drop? Sharon Morrison. Oh, y'all home today. Okay. Gwen Washington. Hi, Connie. Connie Bernard. And RJ Supreme. Hi, everybody. Did y'all see the latest over there? The Phi Monster and the QB Monster have decided that they want to give away $1,000 was the initial asking, right? Or giving. They said they were going to give away $1,000. I want y'all to tell me, let's just do a little sample. In the chat, tell me, all of you who believe that the Phi Monster has taken out $1,000 out of her personal account to give to these people. If you believe she has taken out $1,000 of her own money to give to these people in club chat and club chat members, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. Remember now, this is the same Phi Monster who, after her breakup with the girl Tracy D, she called Tracy D and was so excited and so proud of the fact that she had offered this weight loss challenge, right? And she told Tracy D her whole about making these people believe they were actually going to get whatever the amount was, $1,000 from her then, right? Then she said, I ain't giving them shit. So she basically made up a person and gave the spoils to this person, right? But actually, she was only giving the money to herself, right? This is the same Phi Monster who, when asked repeatedly for refunds for this event that didn't occur, put off for nearly 2 years. Oh, we're going to have the event. We're going to have the event. We're going to have the event. And finally buckling after scamming the United States government out of money to refund the money to these people who had paid her for a vacation, which they had every right to, right? This is the same woman who had spent all of that money. So what I'm asking you now is, do you believe that the Phi Monster, after purchasing a new BMW a couple months ago, she is now going to give them 3 months That's 3 months car payments on this BMW. The Fine Monster is going to give them 3 months BMW payments. That was because the car is probably about $350 a month. She gonna give that away for free, right? Did y'all participate and put the ones in the chat? Somebody, don't make a fool out of your uncle. I'm gonna keep on talking anyway, whether y'all participate or not, because I'm just peeping this. So the Fine Monster, she said I ain't giving them shit, and she bragged to Tracy D about how she's scamming these people out of money, right? Fine Monster, who's still already demanding gifts and putting out a list for things you to give her, right? The Fine Monster is one of these people who say they ain't giving nobody shit, right? All of a sudden now they have this desire to give away $1,000. Thank you, Madeline. Really, at least show that you're paying attention to your uncle. Fine Monster, you have found a way to make them say that they love you. They say now you didn't know better. Okay, excuse me. Wait a minute. She came on there and said, first of all, it's supposed to be $1,000 giveaway for Christmas, right? I know it in my heart, just by dealing with, game recognized game, girl. I've known scandalers and swindlers and thieves and shit all my life, girl. I just recognize what you are, Mr. Fine Monster. You ain't taking shit out of your bank account to give these people nothing, right? And lo and behold, in the first few minutes of her little announcement here before she starts her game, she says that for the non-members of her little group over there, they people are going to donate them so they can have money. Moments later, so they can win money. She gonna cover the 1,000, and then they gonna their donation is gonna cover the other part. Moments later, she said that now the people who donated have surpassed the original gift for the members for the original $1,000, right? So now she's saying she's matching funds. Okay, so is she in for the 1,000 or is she in for whatever they give, right? Moments after that, now she got $1,600 that's been donated. So does that mean she's gonna give up $1,600, making the grand total of the prizes $3,200? We don't know. It seems to change every few minutes here, right? But the main thing is, I'm watching that whatever that show shit over there. I didn't watch the silly little questions and answers. It's stupid. It's all a scam. I see that people are donating more than they're winning gifts, right? So what she has done is, it would have been more honest to say that Babe Nation were giving away $1,000, girl, because that's who's giving it away, honey. It ain't her, girl. They donated. We have no way of tracking how much was actually donated. She said, oh, they donated. Now they done passed up the 1,000. So basically, the money that she's getting donated into this show, that's what she's using for this prize money. So maybe she didn't come away with a profit from the thing, but it's a wash. Basically, she ain't paid shit. That didn't cost Fine Monster nothing, honey. She basically got these people coming over here like they're the Cash App Palooza, honey. And they are giving the other, they think they're paying into the non-members, right? But they're actually paying the price for the whole goddamn thing, right? So they donated $1,600. So that means what, this 800 and 800, or she gonna pay out the 1,000 and then they collected 1,600, or I mean, it was just a big jumble of bullshit, honey. That's why I know there's trickeration in it. If she was giving away the $1,000, you'd think that she would just map out how to give the money away and just give it away, girl. Oh no, I'm changing it now. I'm matching funds and all this kind of stuff. So I don't have enough interest to actually pay attention to every detail of this scam, but we just know that it is a scam. I'm sure Miss Tracy D and her daughter are sitting somewhere and saying, here we go again. Good morning, scammer. Are we ever gonna win? So they went on and they split it up between two shows, right? Half on hers and half on his. So they make sure they can split up the profits, right? They said, "Oh no, we want to make sure QB his people get some gifts too. Oh, we want to right about get no gift for y'all." Fine, Monster. When you have pulled off scams and you have bragged about how you rip people off and how you scam, even had these ladies rolling around on the floor, girl, and huffing and puffing and stuff, doing people like that, girl, and then don't even bother to give them the money, whatever. You have shown us who you are, girl. Myself personally, I'm strongly with Maya, honey. When someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Five Monster, you gonna take your ass down there and give that $1,000 to the white folks that sold you that car, girl. That's what's gonna happen, honey. So the scams never end. And people, please beware. Christmas times, people know that you're going to be feeling better. You're going to be feeling, in a giving mood, more generous mood. They're going to work everything they can think of, girl, to try to get that money out of your pocket and into theirs. Since we're on the subject of scamming, hold on a minute. RJ Supreme, Gwen, Shakira. Since we're on the subject of scams, apparently, in this last birthday party for the QB Monster, the Fine Monster says she gave him a very expensive pair of sunglasses, right? And she says that when they left the restaurant, QB had left his bag there, the bag with these extraordinarily expensive sunglasses, right? She said they called and they spoke to the manager after manager. And she said that the employees were saying, no, you took that bag with you. Speaking of the QB Monster, right? You took the bag with you. And then the Fine Monster, they want to insist that the waiters now are stealing bags with, I guess they know sunglasses are in there some kind of way or something. The waiters are stealing glasses at places where they work. This is their job and how they pay their bills, right? And then the management of the company says, ma'am, are you two ladies? Okay, sir and ma'am, we have you on tape carrying the bag out of the restaurant. Would you like to see the tape? Oh, no. Oh, that's the insult. Oh, what you trying to say? We lying? It's on tape, QB Monster. If you thought you were confused or you left them somewhere else, you would at least want to see the tape, right? But you and the Fine Monster, neither of you had any desire to see any tape, honey. I don't know if she thought that you were scamming her, or you both together were trying to scam and get the place to pay for glasses. I don't know what the situation. Get your bunk. He's so cute. He go in the bedroom. He know he in trouble. Wait a minute. Let me close the door. Fine Monster. That's a scam right there, girl. The manager of the restaurant saying, we have you on tape. See, they didn't anticipate that. They thought they were going to buy these sunglasses and they were going to claim that we don't know if that was her idea or his idea. We're going to claim that we left them in the restaurant and we're going to say your waiter stole them. Okay, so you want to get these waiters fired. You want to get these waiters fired so you can try to scam this restaurant out of sunglasses, right? To pay for these sunglasses or whatever else was in this bag he had, right? You had no problem getting those people fired, right? And when they tell you, oh no, we have it on camera, girl. And the Fine Monster is so stupid and dumb, she actually brings her ass on here to tell us a story like that, girl. How you gonna argue with videotape? Another scam that shows you that everywhere you go, you're trying to scam Fine Monster. You're always looking for the next way to rip people off, right? So my guess, even though I'm sure some people can go in there and really track, your favorite word is tracking, right? Tracking. They could easily see how this whole damn thing was bullshit last night, right? All I can see is the surface, girl. I see the surface. As soon as you say you were giving away you told Tracy D you wouldn't give them $5. Now all of a sudden you're giving away $1,000, and then you begging for them to buy you new panties and things, girl. And you won't even buy your own candles, but you won't give his money away. Why don't you just take the $1,000 and go buy you some candles then if you need candles, girl? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Hi, people. How y'all doing? Y'all, oh, you rain on her parade. You rain on her. Oh, okay. So you're the same people who have forgotten them taking pleasure in coming here lying about my book and then burning it in the alley. Girl, I owe you alliance. I owe you shit. All right. Go on over there, Baby Nation. Some people take pleasure in being used and abused. But don't think it's going to stop there, honey. Because they want to catch that Christmas spirit, while you in the mood to give. Now, it don't make no difference that you've been giving it all year. Girl, that don't matter. That's old. You keep talking about old stuff. Right. Did y'all see how that thing went off on somebody 3 days ago, girl? Because they thought somebody was trying to get her supporters. Fire Monster, you have not come up with no goddamn certain urge of generosity, girl. Everything you do is a scam. You said it out your own mouth. You've bragged about it, this thing, right? You've made a career out of this group of gullible people, right? When you talk about your wig company, we have yet to see that wig company appear anywhere outside of Babe Nation. So only customers you have are the people who go to your YouTube channel, Babe Nation. I don't imagine they buying wig after wig after wig. But the point is, girl, how much can you squeeze out of these people? Do you ever ask them, girl, how many children do you have? Let's do something for Susie. I got up early with my foot on the next, Lord. I saw they went on late last night, right? So they want to bilk a few of them on her channel. Then they want to switch over and bilk the rest of them on the other channel. And the Babe Nation people, they giving 50, 50, 50. I said, wait a minute, 50, 50, 50. Are there that many non-members over there? Are they trying to force people to become members now so they can participate in this damn show? Is that the scam? What is it, Fire Monster? Break it down, honey. Like OJ said, if I did do it, give us one of those, Miss Fire Monster. Then this will be an interesting video. If I did run the scam, here's the scam. Help your brethren so they can go rip people off, right? Player to player. Baby. I didn't have to see these damn things. They wouldn't have pulled up online. These questions, girl. Anybody watch Facebook knows all the answers. Then there was one instance where I think the people did guess the egg count right. They kept saying, no, that ain't it. Until the one they're supposed to win. Then they came up, oh yeah, that's it. Fire Monster. How deep is their love? How deep is their love? We just want to know, are they willing to go to jail with you? Are they that dumb? Or are you paying them something? Girl, everything you do is suspect, the Fire Monster. You should never have called Tracy D. You see, people don't realize how lethal that scene that scenario that she played out for us. We wouldn't even know that you were a drug addict unless Tracy D told us. She told us where she saw you putting the cocaine on the blunt, and she was there when you called her or had lunch with her or something, and you bragged openly about ripping these people off for your weight loss challenge where you kept all the money for yourself, right? So after you do something like that, Fire Monster, after we have seen who you are, how you gonna come back now? All of a sudden, you want to give away $1,000, and you just bought a brand new BMW, well, not a newish BMW, right? Did the insurance cover the whole car? You owed everything on the old car, right? So you still got to come up with that payment every month, right? So we don't even know if the car thing was under the scam. It seemed like all three of you motherfuckers had car accidents in the same goddamn month. How y'all this morning? Let's see what y'all say. Y'all didn't like my little put the one in there. He said too damn early in the morning for all these ones and twos and things. Peace and multiple blessings. Thank you, Big C. Big seat. Multiple blessings for you and the dog. I think I'm gonna get my dog a new, that harness thing to wear. It's kind of getting kind of tight, honey. I think you put on a couple, Squeenie. After I got the haircut, he's still kind of pressing into that vest. So maybe we go and get him one of those for his Christmas present. She said, Daddy, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Thank you, Bertha May. Bertha May, she don't mind saying it, honey. I'll tell you the truth. RNY TV, I'll tell you the truth. Yes. What? So y'all believe, okay, what was the question again? I said that, do y'all believe that she actually gave away $1,000 out of her own pocketbook? It might have passed through her pocketbook. Why? Because they were donating as she was giving away. They were donating as she was giving away, right? She even said out of her own mouth that now the number was actually donating on that broadcast had surpassed what she's supposed to be giving away, right? Then it turned to she's matching funds now. It kept changing, girl. I said, well, goddamn, if I intended to spend $1,000, am I changing it now? Am I going to spend $1,600 now because y'all raised $1,600? Or just keep those fancy machines pumping? Fingers to the bone. I won't stop till I got whatever you brought home. Lord have mercy. Everyone is live. They all live? Oh, I got to go shop and see what's going on, honey. Fire Monster is a single mother with a child. She doesn't have no $1,000 to give, girl. She ain't give y'all goddamn $1,000. Did she just buy a fireplace 4 days ago, child? She need to pay for that fireplace, girl. And that goddamn BMW with all its issues. All of its insurance and things. Gas prices. Fire Monster. Fire Monster, let me ask you a question. Okay, first, we got to take a break. This is a commercial break. Fire Monster, I'm going to give you another design lesson. I'm going to try to give you a design lesson whenever I see a problem or an issue, right? So, Fire Monster, I'm going to tell you this. When hanging art, even if it's cheap art, the bottom line, it really doesn't make any difference whether you use posters or paintings or whatever. Art is art. We're talking about the size on the wall, right? You finally showing us the full blue wall now, right? Let me ask you a question. Why do you have that picture hanging up on the ceiling? Way up there where the air conditioning and the TV is. Maybe that threw you off. The Fire Monster. When you decorate a room, unless you're going to decorate in salon style, I'll use my own apartment for example. If you're going to have one picture on the wall, I'll use my own. I don't care if they call me bragging or whatever the fuck. I'm trying to give you a lesson. You see how this mirror is hanging on the wall? You see my ceilings are the same as yours. We both have low ceilings, right? But you see how that mirror is hanging on the wall? That's where your picture should be, right? It should not be way up there where that man is up there, right? So what you need to do, the Fire Monster, you need to take that picture off the ceiling, correct? Now, the general rule is this. If you're designing a room where people are sitting down, then you want to design your art for people sitting down. That means that the picture, the legend is eye level. It's not eye level to when you're standing up. That's two different places. If you're standing up, eye level is a certain place. And if you're sitting down, eye level is a certain place, right? So you want to decorate your room so that when you're sitting down, correct? That is the proper way to do it. If you have a low ceiling like that, and you have these high back sofas that you have there, you need to measure. There should be no more space over the picture as under the picture. You need to center it, girl. You have to center it at the very least. If you're going to hang artwork in salon style, then you can have more than one picture. You can fill the wall in from top to bottom. That's the way I choose to hang art, work, right? Because when now, if you're like in a corridor or a walking place where everyone is standing up, like in a hallway or something like that, then yes, your artwork would be eye level standing up, because that's where a place where you stand up. You come into a room, I assume you don't just come into your room and just stand around, right? So we need you to take that picture. It's going to make the world of difference in your room, believe me. Take that picture, center it, or bring it down near the sofa. It doesn't need to be up on the ceiling. That makes no sense at all, girl. It only emphasizes how low your ceilings are as well, right? I'm gonna give you that one for free, girl. There's also, if you have walls where you're both sitting and standing, both, you have options. You can do a salon, you can do a collage, right, of several pictures going high and low and fill up a bigger space. Or you can take something like that way over there, that thing in the hallway. Da Vinci. It takes up the whole space. So whether you're standing up or sitting down, the whole wall is full. You could have something full like that. But that would look really ridiculous if I had that thing right there was smaller. If it was a smaller picture and I hung it way up on the ceiling, it wouldn't make any sense. You got me? So that is offensive to the eyeball. And we're still waiting on, we want to see the quality of that fireplace. Excuse me. Okay. That's for free. Now back to our story. That ended the commercial. What else you got? Somewhere in the middle of that, she can identify who is and is not in her membership. So apparently she went to look at, grown folks appeared on there, and she went to look for him in the membership to give him a prize or something, or at least to register him as being eligible for a prize. And she realized that since this fiasco last week, he is now removed. Or her words, you dropped your membership, right? In other words, girl, if I can't trust you 5 months ago, I'm not going to be supporting you, at least with my coin. I'm not going to be over there financially supporting you, girl. So he did have a reaction. He appeared to have no reaction. Was, oh, that don't bother me. Oh, it's just YouTube and all that kind of stuff, right? But he immediately went and removed his membership. And this is how she was able to find that out. What else we got here? Okay. She said, oh, she said, oh, let's have a donation party. Let's have a donation party, right? Pie Monster. If you're having a giveaway, a Christmas giveaway, why do you need a donation party during the giveaway? That kind of makes us feel like, well, she ain't really gave us nothing, girl. You've changed. You're not the angel we once knew. No need to tell you that we're through. You've broken my heart. You've changed. You've forgotten the words I love you. Can't realize you ever cared. ZX since you changed, bitch. There's a possibility that he just signed up just for a show and then took his money and canceled his subscription immediately after that, child. I don't know. These people they keep you going, though, don't they? RNY TV says being a single mother doesn't mean she does not have $1,000 to give away. Single mothers can't give money. She got no goddamn money. RNY TV, we know you're a friend over here. We love you, but you have to understand something, child. Fire Monster has said it all when she was talking to Tracy D. She said, "I ain't giving them shit." It's always been a way to get people's money. I'm not saying necessarily all the way a scammer, but certainly a hustler. Fire Monster is not coming on here to give y'all money, child. It's a scam. It's like many look at your illustrious leader, Donald Trump, child. This man's supposed to be a billionaire, and yet he starts charities claiming that people are supposed to give to the charity, and he takes the money and goes and buys artwork for his own apartment, girl. They would have to ask. At that time, he was claiming to have $10 billion, 1,000 million, 10 times. That's what he claimed. So why are you over here starting charities for people to donate from their money to think they're helping poor people, and you go and buy paintings of yourself for your house? You see, it is a question of your character. Your character. Now, Fine Monster, in order to prove your character, you need to come without blemish. Listen, I don't want any donations tonight. This is purely for you guys, right? Don't come on here, girl, collecting more thousands than you're actually supposed to be giving away. You came to give it away, you said, right? And yes, people, single mothers can do extremely well. We all understand that. They can have money like anybody else can have money, child. We're talking about the Fine Monster. The Fine Monster doesn't have a job. That company she keeps claiming that she started claiming 3 days after she started it, that ain't no job, girl. She ain't making no profit on that, honey. Very rare is there a business that can make profit in the first 2 years. She started bragging about profits in the first 3 days, right? Okay. The only people who are going to buy anything off that damn thing or go over to that site even are going to be people in Babe Nation. Now, how many are over there? She exaggerates the number. She says she got 35,000 people over there, yet she only gets 4,000 watching her, girl. So that's a lie too, child. So all of the coin has to come out of that group of people. Maybe there's 9,000 who have signed up, but who have signed up really doesn't mean anything, child. I got 20,000 people who signed up for my channel. Do y'all see 20,000 people in this chat? Of course not. People click on, click off. That doesn't do anything. But my point is, girl, she ain't pulling no major profits out of that company. Now, maybe she made a little coin in the first couple of months. People want to be supportive, so they say, well, I'll go over and buy a wig from her, right? They're not going to keep, it's not the kind of business, it's not like a candy bar, right? Now, y'all would say, see, white folks smarter than y'all, some of y'all. They say, I'm going to sell a candy bar. It don't even cost 75 cents, right? Y'all say, oh, I ain't going to buy no candy bar 75 cents. I can go and make $50 on this deal. But if you make $50 on the deal, if the man is able to sell you thousands of candy bars for the rest of your life, child, he's making a lot more than $50. Okay? She didn't have things where people would return to get this kind of stuff. And then since she had such a small audience, she would have to raise the prices, right, to make any profit at all. So these eyelashes, I doubt they're bringing. They're not. I'm pretty sure they sell a lot cheaper elsewhere. If you buy them from a big retailer, you buy them from Walmart, somewhere like that. I mean, it's just an eyelash. It ain't like it's got big style in it, child. You're gonna pay. They're able to sell that for a lot less because they have so much stuff. The Fine Monster has a few eyelashes and girl in 5 or 6 weeks, right? So she's trying to pull every nickel she can get out of those 5 or 6 wigs, girl, and these eyelashes, which more than likely she don't actually have them. She just orders them, right? But if you ladies have a choice, an opportunity to go to Walmart and have this just used selection, or go to the beauty supply store. Creasy sold a beauty supply store one time. I couldn't imagine. I never been in one, for one thing. But them people must have had 4,000 or 5,000 wigs in there. And the prices were a lot more appealing. So she's probably buying from places like that, those kind of wholesale places, if she buys a certain amount. But why not just go there and buy it yourself? So we don't know what even what the potential is for that wig company. She ain't got no job. She ain't got no wig. So her job is here. And I think the Fine Monster is what you would call a shameless beggar. See, a shameless beggar believes that you actually owe this stuff to them. They feel entitled to it, right? They don't have like, oh, I don't want to beg. I don't want to beg. Girl, please. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me more. How do I want it? How do I want it? More. how do I want it? And if you really want to know how I really feel, I'm gonna take your money from you and take your clothing from you. Baby, you know, this love ain't for real. What get me going, girl? 3 months of car notes. Yes, it is, child. That cars don't cost that much money, child. The car note itself, she's paying 300, maybe 350 for that car. She got a BMW SUV, right? If it's 3,000, let's say it's $330 a month. That's 3 months car payments, honey. That take off a lot of weight from her. Why would she come on here and just give it away? Either she's calculated that this is going to bring more people to her, or it's just a straight scam where basically these people are actually paying the gifts themselves, like every other thing. Every other time this involved her subscribers, the subscribers are the one who are actually paying. Like Five said, I always remember this from her, that one statement. I mean, I remember that statement very clearly when Tracy D said, I ain't giving him shit, because it was from the heart. That's how she, if you really want to know how I really feel, that's a hustler, child. Mm-hmm. Woo! Bertha, what kind of car you got, girl? Bertha May, honey, you living good, girl. Your car payment is $700? Jesus Christ. Maybe I've been out the game too long. I always see cars advertised $350, maybe $400 for a new car. Her car wasn't new. Plus, she had insurance payment. So I would assume, Bertha May, that if she was in a car accident, if the insurance paid out for her old car, I don't think her car payment would be anything like $700, honey. It might be $700 if she came off the lot with the brand new BMW SUV. Possibly, I doubt it was even that much. I mean, unless you got a Porsche or something. Oh, Miss Bertha, man, you driving a Porsche, girl? I didn't get that image from your picture, girl. I just couldn't see you in one of those. The point is, she has not been a woman known for giving up. So, Bertha May, your car payments for 3 months, what's that? God damn. Woo! $3,000? 2,000, 3,000, Jesus. Anyway, and now you know all these lists are going up too now. So she might calculate in her mind that these people are going to be so impressed by me that I have given away all this money, right? That will increase the amount they give her, or they will increase the amount of gifts she gets, because the lists are coming out, honey. Her coming on here saying, all I want is some candles. That is the biggest crock of bullshit I ever heard in my damn life, honey. That woman don't want no damn candles, girl. She wants you to finish off her decorations and things, child. Oh, I just want a little candle. Well, why do you need a list to go get a candle, girl? Can't you just go down the store and buy a candle? God damn, they sell them in Safeway. Oh, I want the special ones. Okay, listen, if y'all like it, honey, I ain't gonna say I love it. I'm just saying, because I hate to see people taking advantage of. What kind of BMW pay? Wait a minute. Are y'all telling me that these cars actually cost more than that? You got to realize now, I've been in San Francisco for 32 years. So I ain't had a car in 32 years. In Los Angeles, but I thought a car payment was like $350 to get a nice car. You're telling me that the payment is closer to what Bertha May is saying? $700 plus insurance, plus upkeep, plus gas, because it's not a brand new car, so it's going to have upkeep. They start falling apart after a couple of years. We got to service them, right? I imagine that the service on a BMW is still pretty high. So all these things have to come out of. Wait a minute. How much is a car payment, Cheryl? What kind of BMW payment is $350? What are y'all paying for these vehicles? Wait a minute. Let me see a couple more. Is a car okay? Let me ask y'all. This is totally something else. Are car payments actually higher than $350 a month? Y'all tell me. Y'all know. Y'all drive vehicles. Okay. My 750i $1,500 a month. Wait a minute. Hold the hell on now. Hold on. Magical moon goddess. You're paying $1,500 for a car payment? Oh my goodness. Okay, $350 in 1995. So what is the car payment now? Let's take a random car. Let's say if you bought yourself a newish Cadillac, how much is the car payment or something like that? Not true. $700 means you have fucked up credit. Okay, so RNY TV says $700 means you have messed up credit. Well, we can assume she has messed up credit because they refuse to give her any house, even though she says she has 2 properties. None should be paying more. I wouldn't think more than $500. That's kind of high. I mean, I guess I've been here 32 years. So then I was thinking maybe 30. I just can see it. Not paying that kind of money. And how much is your insurance? 100 a month? 150 a month? That makes your damn your car is costing you $600-700 a month. Interest rate $400. Black Before Beauty. Oh no, I ain't got to worry about no car, baby. Over 400 for Cadillac, 400 a month for Cadillac. My car note is 120 a month. Now I can go for the 120 a month. I could easily go for that, honey. No, I'm just basing it on. I know I have a relative lives there, and he was leasing his cars, but the lease was on like $350 a month, right? But then when you add your insurance and your gas and all that kind of stuff, it's still an expensive deal. And here in the Bay Area, you have to pay for that bridge to go. So you have a job that requires you to cross the bridge. Then you're paying $5 toll each way every day. That turns into another car payment. So I don't know. One of the greatest things about living here to me is that I don't have to have a car. It's not even something I even consider or have any desire for. I don't need a car. I'm in a walkable neighborhood. Praise Jesus. Mm-hmm. How much is your prices, child? Y'all crazy, child. Y'all got to move to the city. All right. If I'm mistaken, I'm mistaken, honey. So how much is Jay Wilson paying for his new what do you get? Volvo. How much is the Volvo? Is the Volvo that can't be more than $300? $350. I'm just guessing $350, maybe $400 a month. $400. Your insurance is $150. It makes it $550. Woo! Now I understand that most places you have to have a car. Like if I go back to Indiana to visit, and I'm at one relative's house, and we gotta go to another. We gotta drive for an hour and a half to get to the other relative's house, right? Where Mama say I'm gonna go down to get some milk, honey. She's gonna get in the car and drive for 20 minutes just to go get milk. So I understand you got to have a vehicle. The church, that's a whole different other direction. So everywhere you go, you got to have a car. You live in the suburbs here, even. You got to have a vehicle. But I wouldn't pay that kind of money for no damn car unless I was making a whole lot of money. Mostly depends on the down payment. Okay, Rochelle, that makes sense. Rochelle Perkins. Mostly depends on the down payment. If you can afford to put down a nice down payment, which we can only assume since she had another car, she was in a car accident and she had insurance. And I assume I think the other person had insurance as well. So whatever she got for that, but we got to assume that she got to pay off the other car, and whatever is left is what she would use for her down payment. So if she had a down payment and maybe a little bit money that she stole from the received from the Babe Nation, if she could put it on a huge chunk of money, let's say the car costs I don't know, it's a used car, so maybe 27 is the high. Is that what a used BMW is going to cost? Usually you use cars, I mean, as soon as they come off the lot, they drop by half. So maybe she paid $25,000 for a car. If she could put down $10,000, then I could see then her payment would be much less than that. But there's trickeration. But she has calculated, child, what this a giveaway. It might just be bragging rights. So now she can say how she always had giveaways. She gives away all this money. Now, Sister Wilson over there, he went a different route. He went to the swap meet or went to the boosters, and he got all these these plastic purses. Since he's a braggart, now he's gonna be bragging about them damn giving away them damn ugly ass purses for, you know, forever, right? So he'll do it for bragging rights. Oh, we always give away here. Oh, we gave gifts. We gave gifts and all that shit, right? But his people done wised up. They didn't stop. They ain't giving that boy shit. You keep telling us how much you don't need our little money. Well, hell, since you don't need it, nigga, let me keep my money in my pocket. I'll go buy my daughter a new dress. $1,500. You must be rich. Who got the $1,500? You got a nice car though, but you got to be real, real rich. Damn, I wonder what these rappers, these people need Lamborghinis and things paying. Them cars $150,000, and y'all don't put y'all passes behind Bentleys and things. Yeah, how much of them car payment, and who the hell is paying them? Do you think? Y'all see them old lady bags Jay Wilson showing. Baby, if you done kill somebody's alligator, honey, alligator bags, the real ones, are very, very expensive. They used to have those back in the 20s and 30s, child. They had these big old bags that were real alligators, honey. Alligators again. You ain't gonna take that and splash all this bright. He had pink and purple, but that is just a question of taste. Y'all know that Jay Wilson has no taste, right? I mean, he has no taste in anything that he does. He's not even capable of buying himself a decent blouse, right? So it's not surprising if he's gonna go shopping for a woman, he's gonna bring something that looks ridiculous. Correct? Look at these purses. Look at these. Girl, you were at the swap meet. You saw a stand, and these people had all these knockoff purses, girl, and you went and bought 3 or 4 of them, girl, for $50 or whatever. Now you're gonna claim bragging rights for the next 5 years. We're gonna hear about them damn ragged ass purses. Baby, let a woman buy her own purse. She needs to be helping y'all, the men's buy clothes. Total now is from $6 to $10 now going across the bridge. Oh, it's from $6 to $10. Oh, going across the bridge to the city. The price depends on the flow of traffic. Can you imagine paying $10 both ways just to go to work? So that's $20 a day just to go to work. Then you got to make the gas damn near $5. Okay, so now you're paying $25 just to go to work. That don't even include the car payment or the insurance on the car, which any reputable, car sale, they're not going to let you drive the car off there without insurance, right? It is the law. Gator still expensive. Is it real Gator? Did he make a claim that these were Gator? Girl, Peter, come and kick your ass. They found out you were killing crocodiles, child, for a fucking purse. You're going to go splatter green and purple paint all over it. That shit's plastic, child. Plastic. Plastico. Stiff and plastic. That's what they are. He don't know the difference. He don't know the difference in his own house. He's sitting on here pretending to be, he's some kind of professor. So a professor is somebody who reads books. They teach from, what do you think? They just teach out of their head, their ideas? No, they teach from books. Everything about education is about books. This nigga sitting up there up under a 1999 picture or something. Got from Walmart or Kmart, girl. He don't even recognize the value of books, child. That boy, he ain't got no taste at all. For me, it would be painful to sit there and look at them ugly ass mirrors on that wall for 7 years, girl. I can understand you come in, you don't know what the fuck you're doing and all that kind of shit, girl. Have you had any desire to go and buy yourself a decent piece every once in a while? You obviously not putting anything decent on your body. I hope you didn't overinvest in them skinny jeans, bitch. Because they ain't never coming back, girl. You will never get them, and you'll never have that recipe again. Honey, them big ankles ain't never gonna squeeze into no skinny jeans, child. So hopefully you just bought one pair to show off in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. $81 to go to work? Your husband spends $81 a day to go to work. I don't know how y'all do it, child. I don't. My mind is so. I'm so out of touch, though, honey. For me, $1 million. It seems like that's where millionaires live, right? But apparently, $1 million ain't shit in real estate anymore. There's definitely nothing here in this city. But most places, I mean, people pay $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. I watch HGTV obsessively. They're paying those kind of prices around the country now. Not this much, but they're paying. You know, it used to be you buy a house. 100,000 was a decent house. 150,000, girl. But now, even in Atlanta and places like that, them houses $600,000, $700,000. So I will admit that I'm way behind what things cost. I used to go to Safeway. Usually I figure, well, I go to Safeway. Of course, you always see something that you want. The Safeway people, they have brilliant, I don't know, strategists or whatever they have. But if you go in there to get milk, they put the milk all the way in the back. Now, there's no real reason that the freezers have to be all the way in the back. No, they want you to walk through the aisles, honey. And you go, oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. So every time I come out of the store, it'd be $20, right? Every time I go into Safeway now, it seems like it's $70. I just watch it. It's $70, $80, no matter what I do in there. Just to buy the staples, the things that you eat every day. You buy potato chips, okay, put potato chips in the cart. You buy a soda, okay, put that in the cart. Okay, you need water, put that in the cart. Okay, just getting your staples, the things that you eat every day, not including meals. You could easily spend $70, $80 in the goddamn store. Don't even start with the cleaning supplies and all of your dental needs and things, yeah, your cosmetics and all this kind of stuff. It ain't that hard. So stuff just costs a whole lot more money these days, yeah. Even toilet paper. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, what are we gonna do without toilet paper? They say, oh no, they gotta have this. There's been scuttlebutt. I saw the Safeway in front of me has been there 50 years, I believe. Now I saw it in the paper yesterday, local papers. They're talking about tearing down the damn Safeway. That serves maybe about 10 local neighborhoods. It's the only supermarket here. 10, they're gonna tear it down to build fucking high rise on it and then build a Safeway underneath it. Like the ground level Safeway, and then they're gonna have housing over top of that kind of construction. That's 2-3 years, child. What is I'm gonna do? What is I'm gonna do? And even a condo here is upwards of $1 million. $1 million. I would think, oh, that's a millionaire. You're a millionaire. And the ones so I experienced people who own homes because I facilitate a group, and also I had my church. So I'm encountered all kind of different kind of people, right? So when you say to them, damn, you're a millionaire. Your house is worth $2 million, right? But if they sold the house for $2 million and a part of that was profit, was equity, they couldn't buy another house because the new house is going to be $2 to $3 million. They might have paid $80,000 for that one, 50 years ago. It's something, man. So I don't get all excited when these people try to make fun of my housing, honey. I said, at least I got some, girl. I got mine. You worry about yours. Get up, get on the scene like a love machine. The way I like it. That's the way it is. Not those elephantitis ankles, girl. That's what they look like. Church ankles. Church ankles and pulpit legs. Lord have mercy, honey. He got some ankles on him, honey. I done said over. I hate to repeat myself like he does, but them brown leather shoes told the whole story, child. Brown leather lace-up shoes with black skinny jeans on. Now, they had to be stretched skinny jeans. A lot of that fabric, you get them on because they're stretched. I said, you are really pressing it though, girl. Maybe he have to like use some duct tape, patch him up afterwards, child. They have $5 items now at the $1 store. It should make it illegal. They call it the $1. They call it the $5 store, honey. Yeah, they've been to that here. There used to be everything in a dollar store was $1, which I never really get that. Apparently, you guys live in a place where they have all these places y'all be talking about, the Dollar General and all this kind of stuff. We don't have those here, right? So you have big stores. They had little mom and pop shops here. Everything was supposed to be $1. Almost nothing's $1, and everything's so cheap quality. So, but I'm sure they have like Dollar Generals and stuff like that in the suburbs. Regular old folks. Him and her both working together, they can spend $1 million easy. Who had on the skinny jean? Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson got them big ankles in them skinny jeans. I said, girl, did he paint them on? How in the fuck did you get the pants past the ankles? You can absolutely guarantee, I guarantee you he ain't gonna put them back on. Not no time in the next 10 years. Then he'd be an old man. Now, is he gonna be lifting weights when he's an old man? Traffic jams, freeway driving. I don't have it in me. Oh no. Seattle girl, between crazy motherfuckers with the road rage and the traffic jams and freeway driving, I don't have it in me to drive like that. Though I renew my license all the time. I haven't even had a driver's license in 32 years. I ain't had no need for one, huh? I mean, you have ID, and now you got to have a certain ID to get on the airplane. So if I decided to go and visit my family or something, I got to go and get this damn clear license or some true license. We've been living without them for the last 100 years, but now we need a certain license to get on the damn airplane. I don't know where you think you cute at, child. That hairline hits right here. I was looking at the hairline hit behind the ear line, girl. So if she let it grow out, she'd be Homie the Clown, girl. Homie, don't play that bone, bitch. Jay Wilson, since you said you're not a scam, you're not a scam, you're not a scam. The people in the chat want to ask you a question, right? They're using me as their spokesman. What happened to this shit that you were putting on top of your head, said your hair was growing? Look at it growing. And every couple of days, they would grow more, girl. And then when you shaved it bald after it started growing. You've been struggling with baldness since you were 20 years old, right? You find this formula where now it grows hair. So what, you just used it for a while and then you decided to stop? A scam is a scam is a scam, girl. And you don't even have the nuts, the balls to come on here and tell us, you know what, that I was just advertising that product, right? We know people in the commercials are not necessarily using the products that they're advertising. If you could only be honest. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't scam. I don't scam. Well, girl, what happened to the solution, honey? That could have revolutionized the whole goddamn hair, men's hair products. What happened? You done tried Ernest. If you didn't want hair on your head, why did you purchase Ernest? I'm looking like a pubic hair on your head, honey. The younger in me was in my 20s were all about getting a new car. Like I said, life along with wisdom changes things. Which depends on where you live too. Depends on where you live. Very few people in New York City have cars. And you might say, well, why they got on car? Well, they have people who work driving cars. It used to be you go to New York City, you see nothing but seas of nothing but yellow cabs. But I guess a lot of this turns to Uber now and Lyft. And plus you got all the limousine drivers because the rich people are right there 2 blocks from the poor people and all this kind of stuff. Usually you see a car in New York City, you see an old raggedy car. Just some piece of junk that the janitors need to get to work, right? People don't usually spend a lot of money on cars there. This is it. There's a lot of cars here though, but the cities were not built for all these damn cars, right? So of course they require people with new construction. You got to supply a certain amount of parking there. Because when you build a new building, then you're going to take all of these parking spaces that the people are already struggling with because they don't have no damn place to park their cars. So it just depends on where you're at. I ain't clowning the hood table. How you doing, the hood table? California and Nevada calls it real ID. Okay. I just been lazy about it. I need to go get one. Anytime I don't like traveling. I don't like those long airline things. But if I do want to go somewhere, I don't plan months and months ahead of time. I want to go. I just go. Right. Soon as I find somebody to babysit my child. So you need to at least have that ready. Have all your shots verifications because you can't get on a plane without verification of your shots and all that. Getting real complicated. But they say that Thanksgiving was back to normal as far as traveling. Folk are traveling again. Mm-hmm. When you visit cities like Houston, Oklahoma City, shit, all of them, basically all the Midwest, you got to have a vehicle. It was just unheard of for you to be a grown man in Indiana, where I'm from. Every adult had a car. It was just a standard. As soon as you turned 16, I mean, what excited teenagers was getting a car. I don't know if they even think that way here. They might, teenagers are teenagers, but everybody drives a car. You have to. And then also, I believe that if you have children, I think it's another reason to want to have a vehicle because they have to go places. You got to be able to move them around. If you have jobs that are not right near you, then yeah, you need a car. There's certain things. You need to shop for groceries on a regular. You might need you an SUV. Take care of all of your travels and your errands and things. But I'm telling you the truth. If somebody knocked on my door right now and gave me a check for $10,000, I wouldn't buy no car. That'd be last on the list, honey. I have to find a place to put me a huge statue. God damn it. Okay. Lovely one, you're in New York City? Yeah. Walking, subways are great. Because I live right in the heart of San Francisco, but I can get on a train which runs right up under my window. Y'all hear it sometimes. And I can be at the water in 8 minutes on the subway. I'm not lying. But this city is very, very tight. It's only 7 miles for the whole town, including all directions, But if you're on the train line, you'll hear it right there. I get on there, I can go down to the mall and pick up my food to go. And when I come home, it's still hot. L7, her friend, you say heck. L7, a non-cusser, says heck. My best friend in Newark didn't even know how to pump gas. What do? You say that's a damn shame. Give it to me. Put it in the hole. I haven't had a license 32 years. That's pretty amazing, really. On the West Coast, they do a lot of skateboards, scooters. Yeah. Right next to the train here, there's a bike run, right? They have these are regular business people, whatever. They ride bicycles to work. They have the country has these rental bikes all over the world places, right? Rental scooters. Then you get the people who own their own scooters. Then you got all the kids on the skateboards, and it's just all this activity that goes on constantly, right? But it doesn't always include a car. Many times, like we used to style in our cars when we were youngsters, you know. But even the adults, when I was a teenager, a lot of black people had a hard time getting these real nice houses and stuff, right? But they could always get a nice car. So generally speaking, most families had at least one nice car, right? They all had I guess it's stereotypical Cadillacs and Lincolns. Everybody got a Cadillac and a Lincoln. That was the status at the time. Now people seem like they don't do it as much, but I don't know because I'm living here in the city. I don't see what's popular out in the suburbs. Yeah, in Los Angeles, cars very, very, very popular. Everybody drives there. Beverly Hills, Bentleys, Rolls Royces, Ferraris, all this damn expensive. I mean, cars $300,000-$400,000 on the road, huh? Mm-hmm. Yes, the train will get you through state, LA in minutes. Yeah, I heard LA. You know, that's come on since I've left LA though. So they have who is this? Miss Cheryl Staton. Miss Cheryl Staton. Hope I got it near right. So they have a subway in LA now, right? It goes all the way from Hollywood to Long Beach. Is that correct? Extremely fast underground. Oh, they buried the money in flower pots. uh-uh. Like my brother said, I got keys, baby. And you in the South, they say you bus ride. You bus ride. Yeah, I got that from T.S. Madison. Her and the girl got into it. What was that girl? It was always going at it with T.S. Madison. Cookie Tookie. I got keys. You bus ride. A whole lot of people bus ride here. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't love it if I had to go to a job somewhere that was more than a few miles away. Oh, I forgot all about the parking. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, it's real hard to park place like this. A lot of them, when they're in the East Bay, they will park their cars in Oakland and then take the train into San Francisco for their jobs, right? This is very common. Not only Oakland, but, in adjoining areas. Most places are divided by water, a body of water. They'll park their car there and then take the train into the city. Because the trains go right downtown if you work in the financial district or work somewhere like that. Plus, they have another subway system that's all around the city. Then they got BART that takes you back over to Oakland or wherever your car is. Mm-hmm. There's some very nice things about being retired, though. I'll tell you that. You ain't got to get up and go. That's the main thing. Broke down. Shay. Okay. The cash apps are passed from person to person to seem as though it's many donations. Okay. Y'all haven't caught on to that yet. Okay, I hear you, RT. I know there's trickeration going on there. Them people have sat down, honey, and mapped out a plan. Everything. Okay. Ain't nothing in this. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You know, Five-A participates in everything. You know, her moral compass is very, very low. But let's hope that the people who won these gifts yesterday at least got them, honey. Let's hope. They probably gave her a lot more than they got in their little. I guess she reduced it from 1,000. She broke it up to 25 for each person. She knows she's gonna get a whole lot more than $25 from that person, though. You can assure that. Mm, I would live in LA only if I'm near a subway. I got to check that out. It's amazing. I haven't been back there to visit. I lived there 15 years. It's only down the street. I mean, you can get there. You're only in the sky 45 minutes going to LA. Your descent is almost as long as the plane ride, from what I remember. No more than an hour, something like that. Feeling is riding the damn roller coaster. New York traffic. Yeah, some cab drivers. Them cab drivers be getting evil on Get out of the way, you fucking asshole. I remember that. They got real aggressive. Yeah, I think New York traffic's got to be the worst for me because it's all packed in there. At least LA traffic, I mean, you can get stuck in traffic for hours there. But at least the places are, if you can get, like if you live in Hollywood, you can probably do most things in Hollywood. That's what I did. I lived in Hollywood for years, West Hollywood for years. I very rarely even went outside of those boundaries, right? Because everything was there. They both had their own downtown area. In LA, they have many cities that are contained in the metropolis of it, what they call Los Angeles. But you can live, if you live in I don't know, whatever city. Beverly Hills people, I doubt they even go anywhere. But the Marina, each city has their own downtown area. Their own, hopefully you will work near the area where you live. That's the only thing, getting back and forth to work. So a subway system, that's fantastic for Los Angeles. Those things run into the billions of dollars. But when I was in West Hollywood, I didn't leave. I didn't see no reason to leave. Man. They take the ferry. There's about to be another boom here. There's a place called uh, my brain, child. Help me. Y'all pray for my brain. Okay. Island. I can't think of the name of the fucking island. There's an island here. I know the name. I mean, Gamage used to live there. I'll get back to it. Treasure Island. There it is. I even wrote about Treasure Island. So Treasure Island, it was here. It was popular back when they had mostly it was a military kind of basis there. And then the military has been gone for years and years. But then they had housing over there, but they couldn't really build because there was issues with the land over there. So now they've corrected the problems with the land. So now they got this big area that they're shooting up all of these this housing over there. So that's gonna be like a whole another city, Treasure Island. And they are going to run ferries, and I don't think they can run trains. It's possible they could run a subway through there. It'd be extremely popular, but it's probably going to be like high-end condos and stuff like that. Right now, they're building low-income housing. Now, low-income housing here doesn't mean the same thing as it does most places. It's called below market rate housing. That can be like half of what you would pay for the market rate, right? So the city is requiring them to supply below market rate housing. That's what this place is, right? Or nobody could be here. In order for a city to work, you have to still have people to work the city. You know, you got to have bus drivers, you have to have teachers, you have to have policemen, you have to have people who are able to live here. You know, anyway, so that's the big thing here is below market rate housing, and unfortunately they got to force people to do it, to build it, or they wouldn't. They want those high numbers, honey. They want them $3 million condos and things. Uh-huh. I love the train. I love how fast it is, and the train for some reason, because if you buy a pass on the train here, it's good for the subway and for the bus. But for some reason, like the homeless people or people, street people and stuff like that, they're very rarely on the trains. They always choose the surface buses for some reason. where it's the same price, but not everything is on the line, I guess. But the train is just a different experience, and it's so much faster. To get to work. L7. I had to do better. Bike riding for fun ain't the same when you have to do it for work. You ain't lying, honey. But they do it here. They I see them. Those are the ones with the bicycle hats on, the helmets and things. You're late for work. Although if you have just missed your transportation, if you just missed your train or missed the bus, although they run every 10 minutes there, and you can just hop on one of these rental bicycles. A lot of people do that and just they can get to work that way, you know. So I wouldn't think that would ever be a business, a viable business, to rent bicycles in the city, right? People pay $10 just to ride a bicycle, but yeah, it seems to be a thriving business. And when I've seen things in, like even in London, you'll see they have the same bicycle companies, Ford or whichever ones they are. Even that's become a business now. Riding on these scooters, renting these scooters, that's been a viable business. Right in front of our this apartment, they have a whole roll of these bicycle things, right? So people go this far, then they ride the bicycle to work. I don't know. It might be good for this fat. I don't know. Actually, I've never been on one just to sample it out. That's an idea. I have never rented one of those bicycles, even though they're right in front of my door. I could do that. The only reason I don't own my own bicycle is because I just don't have no place to put it. I'm not hanging no bicycles on my treasures. I don't have a place to put it, or I would have one. But I tried to buy a bicycle in my last apartment though, and it sat there hung on the wall the whole time I had it. I think I rode it like twice. So that's not my calling. You got to learn from your mistakes or from your experiences, right? Like when I lived two places before, it was a transitional housing. It was a beautiful house, only 3 blocks from here, and it had 5 people. Well, it had 4 people on the top floor and 4 people on the bottom floor. So there was 8 people lived in that house, right? And they had a big backyard. They had patio, barbecue place, barbecue, fire pit. I had a front porch right in front of my window, and I never once sat on that front porch. I never once used a barbecue in the back. I never once went into the yard or started a garden. I lived there for 2 years. I never once did. So I know for sure that I don't need outdoor space, right? A lot of places, even in this building, have outdoor spaces, right? For some people, it's very important. But I already know for sure that I had all these options to be outside. I never used it once. So that's not a big deal for me. So I don't long for outdoor space. Nurses, teachers, and persons. Also buildings are new but built green. Uh-huh. Low income housing, or at least below rate house, because everybody's is low income. If you can make over $100,000 and still be on Section 8, right? 100,000 is considered low income. Is that a bitch? It's no wonder that people choose to live elsewhere, honey. You're making $100,000 and you're low income. Lord help us. You can definitely get below market rate housing. Yeah, I haven't been to Seattle. Seattle, girl. I would like to go there. I heard it's real nice. Eventually I will. When this COVID, they lift this COVID thing, I have more of appreciation for travel. So I'll probably do it more than I did before, I would think. Squeeze really would that love that old place. Oh, Squeenie. Oh, he ain't Squeeze. His name is Squeenie. Think of Queenie, but with S, Squeenie. He would have loved that old place. Well, I had a dog in the old place, Jimmy in the old place. He didn't really do outside. If he was on punishment, I chained him up outside, but he didn't really hang out outdoors. I don't remember. Oh, no. There was a problem because when I would take him to the backyard and try to let him off leash, he would crawl up under the building. They had like a crawl space underneath there. So I just walked him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these little dogs, they don't need much exercise and all that. He walks twice a day. Oh my God. What are my thoughts on the recent home invasions? They killed that poor woman. Oh, she's in her 80s. I mean, what it would take to kill an 80-year-old woman? You up in her house. Maybe she jerked the wrong way or resisted or something, and they killed her. Yeah, it's horrible. I didn't realize that home invasions were up. But they said apparently this is the crime that's going on in Beverly Hills area, or Los Angeles area, where they're actually following people home. They see you at a store. They see you spending a lot of money. They see you putting these Saks Fifth Avenue bags in and they follow you home. Why? Because they know you got money based on your car and the kind of things you're shopping for, or what you have on your body. You know, you walking around, you got a couple of carrots on each ear, honey, and you driving a Mercedes. It's a good chance they will follow you home and rob you. You rob people, and you have a gun with you. You know. Yeah, it's mainly been. I thought it was mainly the retail stores here. They're having a sharp. I don't know. I think a lot of this stuff started when they had all those riots when Trump was in office, and with Rodney when they started all those riots and they were doing all that looting. It seems like it really didn't stop since then. They like kicked it off, where people realized I can just knock a window out and get all this shit. And then apparently there's different laws here now that say that they can't. They've decriminalized shoplifting. So if it's not $900, they can't stop you. Because I've been in stores downtown, even somewhere like Old Navy, and the people just load up their bicycle, ride it into the store, and just load it up and just leave. And the security guard is standing right there. So Safeway here in front of me is taking on a different tactic. Like going into a prison. They got so many off-duty police officers and security forces and shit, almost like they're the customers there. That's what they have to do. And they cut off. This store has been open 24 hours for years and years, decades. Now they didn't cut it. Now it's closed at 9 o'clock. All from the stealing. So I don't know what happened with, what does COVID have to do with people stealing shit? You know, I don't know. Hate to say it, but the only way is if it costs you something. If you go in the store and steal something and you know you could end up in jail for a year, it's going to have a big effect on you. If all they're going to do is say don't come in the store again, then you might go ahead and do that. You know, this is spoken from a former booster. It wasn't like this. It was never like this, honey. Uh-huh. Let me see. In New York City, too, subway murder is subway murder. Oh my God! So they're murdering people on the subway in New York. Well, yeah, that system does seem a little scary in New York City. I mean, in off hours. During the day, I didn't get the impression it was all that scary. How many did I take? I don't know if I took a lot of subways, and I was only there for a month. I think we were taking cabs though. But seems like a lot of crime in the movies. A lot of crime goes on in the subway. I didn't know they were actually killing people though. Mm-hmm. All right, children, y'all be safe out there. Don't try to stop no shoplifters. Let them go. If the store ain't gonna pay for the security, don't get involved. They'll stick you with something. Talk to you guys later. Bye.